So we brought the boat out today. It's July 7th. Would you bring the line to me, please? It's July the 7th. We've been out here a second. We caught one on the first cast, and we caught one on the second cast. Today is July the 8th. We haven't had the boat out much. This is only the second time since the 21st of April. A few months ago, I bought this bimini top, and I've never used it. This is the first time using it. So we went and had a very late lunch. We were done about 4 o'clock at the Hublersburg Inn, an old-timey restaurant way out in the country, not far from here. This is the Bald Eagle State Park, and this is Sayre Lake. And as long as I've been fishing here for years, I've wanted to go to that restaurant and never made it there. Well, today I made it there, and it was very good, and I highly recommend it. So now we're going to fish until dark, or shortly thereafter. We're doing our annual night fishing trip. And it's 5 o'clock or so. It's really hot out. I think the high temperature today was 85 degrees. The water temperature is 83.45 degrees. That is so warm. So there's another fish. This is the third cast, and there's the third fish. All three of them have been on the small side, and we don't care. We're going to catch a lot more fish today than we're going to keep, and we're going to keep some fish to take home. So that's fish number 3. 3 casts, 3 fish. That's how fishing is supposed to work. They're all right underneath the boat, so I don't have to cast far. Let's get another one. All you have to do is wait. It could take 5 seconds, it could take 5 minutes. It's usually closer to 5 seconds. There's a fish. You have a fish on, I think. No? It was acting like a fish. Oh, that's acting like a fish. That's a fish. By golly. A fish on every cast. It's not even fishing time. It's way too early to be fishing. Nobody catches fish at this time of day. Whoa! Well, some of us do. I don't know how this tradition got started, but I always come all the way up the creek from the main lake. And I fish here until the witching hour. Then I move down to the area above the dam, not beside the dam, hundreds of yards from the dam, but on that side of the lake. I'm hoping to catch some nice big perch today. The crappie have been a little bit bigger this year. This is not a big crappie lake. Although Dana over there at Northwoods, that's the local bait shop, he caught a 17-inch crappie, which is bigger than any I've ever caught in my life. A few years ago, I would fish with 2 hooks and a weight on the bottom, and 2 hooks just above that. Each of them would be on a leader, the way they sell them at Walmart. A hook with a leader on it, and it's got a loop on the end. You just loop it to your line. But what I've found works best for me, so I just take a bare hook, I tie it directly to the line. It has no leader. When you get a bite and you pull on your line, it is directly pulling on the fish and hooking them. I feel as though I get far more hooks that way. I lose far fewer fish. Say that 3 times fast. And that's almost exclusively what I do when I'm fishing with bait. And it's nice because those two hooks, I frequently catch 2 fish at a time. I've caught a perch and a crappie. I've caught 2 crappie. I've caught 2 perch. And that's just fun. So we caught 5 fish in 5 casts, and we just missed one on the 6th cast. I don't know why on a Saturday like this in July there are so few boats, pleasure crafts, fishing boats, skiers and tubers. They're usually packed on a Saturday, and there aren't very many people here. That is the world's tiniest crappie. Boy, for a lake full of big crappie, we sure are catching a bunch of little ones. That's okay. It's still very early. I'm going to use a red worm and a mealworm. I'm saving the minnows for later. Nice big wiggly worm. Let's get them. Well, they're still biting. They're just not amounting to much. One after the other, but we haven't caught a nice fish yet. I think the big ones are sitting the deepest holes they could find and just resting. They're in repose. Now, in a little while, they're going to start coming up, biting like crazy. There are huge perch like this, but huge, and there are a great big crappie in here. We'll get them in a little bit. Well, there's a decent little crappie. He's not going to win any prizes, but he's pretty. Well, there's our 3rd species, another dink, but it's a bluegill, and we caught a perch, and we caught crappie, a bunch of crappie. And I think we've caught 8 or 9 fish now. And this is all in a very short period of time, just so you know. We were here all of 8 seconds and caught this one. Yep, we moved to the other side of the lake. The dam is over there, and all this area along this bank, all the way back, almost 2/3 of the way to that dam is really good fishing. And it's where we always come at the end of the day. I mentioned that tradition of going up the creek in the first part of the day and then moving back down here. Well, that's how we do it. We need to catch some real fish so we can take something home to eat.
We have fish at home.
No, there's no fish at home. Well, maybe there is. All right, put that out there. A few seconds later, and here's this fish. Oh, his lines are all tangled up. Boy, oh boy, he's fighting. I don't know how big he is, but he's acting like a big one. Pretty aggressive there, fish. Pretty aggressive. Nope, it's just a bluegill who wants to fight really hard. But he's beautiful. Oh, and you let me keep my worm. Thank you, fishy. Thank you. Come on back. Let's go get your Papa San. It's 6:27 p.m. Right about the time they usually start getting real busy. Let's see what happens. There's a fish on the bottom. And I got one. Oh, that happened quick. Yeah, we just caught 3 fish really, really quick. This one's pulling really hard. Look what he's doing to my pole. Look at that. Whoa. Come on, fishy. And he's not very big at all. And look at how he fights. I mean, that's a nice sized bluegill, but it's not a trophy by any means. He's just a really hard fighting fish. I see lots more fish in the fish finder there. Yeah, we're gonna do okay. See you later, buddy. Fish already. Whoa. Man, that was quick. We are in very shallow water. Only 6 or 7 feet of water here. Oh, it's one of those beautiful little guys. These guys are so pretty. This is a pumpkin seed. Bye, fishy. We usually fish 100 or 200 yards more in that direction, closer to the dam. So right now, we're actually very close to the dock where we put the boat in. It's right back over there. I don't think there's a place on this lake where you're not going to catch fish. Yep, there's a bunch of them down there. We came across a huge school of perch. I'm sure of it. I need to go back and find your papa. You're almost big enough for me to take you home and eat you. Let's go find him. He's right out there. It's 6:45, and sometimes that's kind of late and the fishing's really good, but it is July the 8th, and the days are long, and the sun is very high in the sky. So we're catching fish steadily, but the really strong bite, but the really busy time hasn't started yet. It's going to be later this time of year. One tiny fish after another. What is going on today? This is a lake with nice fish in it. I'm beginning to suspect a conspiracy. You got a nice crappie there. Oh no, that's a big fat bluegill, isn't it? Can you get the hook out okay? Oh, this time of day is so nice. It has cooled down so much. Not sure what the ambient temperature is, but even the water temperature's gone down several degrees. So we've been seeing so very many fish on the fish finder. But I realize now they're not very big. It's not time yet. Soon. Now that is a big school of fish there. Can you see them? Good Lord. Good Lord, that's a lot of fish. Diana said we had lots of fish at home. And we did. There's bass, a bunch of crappie, perch. These are the fish we caught on July 8th, this video. Crappie, a couple of bluegills. So I need to have a fish fry sometime soon. This is a lot of fish. Now our channel has been growing very steadily. The first thing you try to do on YouTube is to get to 1,000 subscribers, and we're over 800. If you'd like to help our channel, by all means subscribe. Hitting the like button on YouTube helps us as well to get our video out to more people. And if you comment, that helps as well. So please subscribe, hit like, and give us a comment. Unless, of course, you don't want to. I understand that as well. Thanks for watching, and thanks for helping.